According to the World Health Organization, approximately 830 women die every day from preventable causes related to pregnancy and childbirth. 99% of all maternal deaths occur in developing nations. These are startling statistics, and if you're anything like me, you're called to action to help the mothers in need. Today, I will show you a way that you can help. Knitted caps are not only important for the newborns in protection from the environment and insects with diseases, but are also vital to the health of the mother. Newborn caps encourage mothers to seek midwifery care pre- and post-delivery so that complications can be diagnosed and treated sooner, reducing the risk of death. With the skills you learn in this video, you will do your part in reducing the rates of maternal mortality around the world. So, let's get started. The first step in knitting your hat is choosing the correct yarn. You will want a yarn that has the label baby yarn on top of it because it is soft and it doesn't have any factors that will harm or irritate newborn skin. I will choose this one today. The next thing you will need are some scissors, a Nifty Knitters newborn blue loom. You can get these at Michael's, Joann Fabrics, really any craft store, even Walmart. And finally, a Nifty Knitters purple hook. So let's get started. Step 1, making a slip knot. To make a slip knot, you have your yarn laying across here. And you're going to twist it like this in order to create the cancer awareness symbol. Holding these two strings down, you will put it on top like this, and taking the middle section, you're going to wiggle it up, put it on your loom main peg, and bam, you got a slip knot. Now we're going to move on to creating our first stitch. To do this, we're going to wrap counterclockwise around each individual peg all the way around. I'll show you the first few stitches. You will wrap from back to front, back to front, back to front, all the way around. Last two, wrapping around, perfect. Now you're going to want to push all of these loops to the bottom. Now let's repeat the process again of wrapping from back to front, all the way around. We are on the last peg. Now the reason why I asked to use a thick yarn is because you don't have to wrap as much, so it'll take about half the time. Shortcut. So we have two loops, and you're going to want to flip the bottom loop over the top loop. Like that. And show it again. Using your purple hook. I just flipped over my last loop, and we're going to repeat the step all over again in wrapping front to back, all the way around the loom. Now, if you want to get a good shot of this here, you can see the knitted pattern is starting to form on the inside of the loom. And the knitted pattern will start coming through the bottom of the loom. So repeat the step in going back to front, then looping the bottom one over the top one, and pushing it down and repeating again until you see about 1.5 inches of fabrics. I'll see you in a moment. Welcome back. So we have a little over 1 inch. We are going to go to the main peg and take it off the loom. Okay. And weave it out through this. So this is what it should look like. Now this step you really can't mess up. There's no right or wrong way to do this, but follow my way. You're going to make a knot right there at the base, and then weave this open string through just some of the stitches, just wherever it feels natural. Weave in your seams. And then you are going to tie a knot, and let's move on to the next step. Just finish a knot there, and cut your loose seam. all of my loops are pushed down. Now this spot is kind of tricky, so feel free to pause or rewatch this part if I go too fast. We are going to push our knitted section up through the peg, through the middle of the loom, I mean. And wherever there is a loop at the very top of the knitted portion, you're going to stick that over the peg, like this. Perfect. Now, can you guess what we're going to do next? We are going to flip the bottom loop over our newly flipped portion, like this, and go all the way around the loom, flipping. Let's do the last loop-de-loop. This is what it should look like. We're going to push down all of these loops. I am flipping the bottom loop over the top loop, and you're going to repeat this process until you have about 20 stitches at the bottom. It'll grow pretty long. I would say stop when it's about at this length. And we're back. This is how long the hat has stretched. It is about 20 stitches. And I'm doing my last two loop-de-loop flips. Okay, and now we are ready for closing time. This is where we are going to weave the string through all of the different pegs and pull, and as we pull, it's going to cinch into a hat. Pull out the yarn. I would say, ooh, I'm bad with measurements, over a foot. A little over a foot of yarn. And you will knot it at the end. And you will knot it at the end here. So we are going to loosen this loop here, like this, and take our long string and weave it through the hole and pull so that it comes off the peg. We are on the very last loop. I'm pushing it up, then threading my string through the hole created by it. So it'll naturally just come off of the loom. Now here's the exciting part. You're going to flip it upside down and make a fist and rest it on top. Now, as you pull the string, it's going to cinch together. And there we have a little bit of a hat. And we're going to pull it really tight so that it doesn't come undone. And we're going to make a knot at the top. Then we are going to make an X shape, a cross shape, so that it'll, just to make it more durable. So I pulled through, and you can clearly see the X. X marks the spot. And we are going to do a final 1 or 2 knots at the very top so that it'll stay in place. Now here's the most exciting part. You will cut your loose string right in front of the knot. We flip it upside down, and you've got your very own baby hat. So I would like to plug one of my favorite charities called Global Health Ministries, which partners with midwives, clinics, and hospitals all over the world to work to provide sustainable health care to people that desperately need it. So what I'm asking for you to do is when you finish your hat, to send it off to Global Health Ministries. I'll provide a link in the description for the address and the details, and you can include it in a newborn kit with other items that you can purchase easily at Walmart for under $30 at most. Or you can just give the hats alone. Each one will help a mother in need and reduce maternal mortality rates. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you learned something. And please share this video with friends and family, knitters and non-knitters, anyone that wants to make an impact. Thank you.